binoculars, welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with this report claiming that President Laporta have assured that the club will complete registration of the stars, players who still have new contracts to be renewed. Laporta have assured that they will register those stars before pre-season. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about former midfielder and captain Andres Iniesta, as the Barca legend have received an offer to reunite with Messi Busquets at Inter Miami. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Ilkay Gundogan arriving, deals for Inigo Martinez and Vitor Roque in place, and of course, even though things with Arda have turned upside down for Barca, the club will now look to take care of the registration of contracts of players who have signed new contracts. Indeed, according to a report from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona want to complete the registration of new contracts of Xavi, Araujo, Sergio Roberto, Marcos Alonso, and second choice goalkeeper Inaki Pena before the start of the season by next week. As for now, Barca have only 13 first-team players registered with La Liga. Gavi's registration, which was made official last month, after the court did reinstate the precautionary measure they had overturned, but by registering him through proper measures means that the club will not have to depend on the court's order. As for the other four players of like Araujo, Roberto, Alonso, and Pena have all signed new contracts a while ago, and Barcelona wish to ensure that their registrations are taken care of by the end of this week. As Vice President, Eduard Romeo had previously confirmed, the registrations would be taken care of after the club paid the €6 million guarantee for the viability plan. Now, with Samuel Umtiti being given the letter of freedom, there is more space created on the salary space. So there should be no issue with the registration of the contracts of the aforementioned players. Once that is taken care of, Barcelona will now look to renew players like Alejandro Bade and then register his deal as well. All in all, an important week lies ahead for Barcelona as it stands. An important week indeed. Of course, we have seen a week where we have succeeded in signing players like Inigo Martinez, which was officially announced earlier today. Of course, players like Vitor Roque. Yesterday, we did get announcement that the deal is done. Now left for Barcelona to officially announce it. And so far, Barca have officially announced 2. Vitor Roque is pending to be 3. Barcelona now face the issue. As we all know, registration issues have been something that have been a hindrance as to some players to even join Barca, right? Because we have been hearing sometimes a player want to join you, start getting reports like the players camp are asking Barca for registration guarantee before they can make a move on negotiations. So it is very important. It's very important. So if Laporta can ensure that this summer, compared to the other 2 summers that Barca faced a lot of issues with registration, to ensure that this summer we don't face such shameful, shameful, I'll call it shameful, yes, because players will come at the end. La Liga wants to start. We'll start getting things like we can't register this player, we can't register this player. They have to wait about 2 weeks, and you start getting some clauses in their contract saying that if Barca don't register them, they will leave the club in August and stuff like that. All those things are making no sense, right? So Laporta needs to ensure that such does not repeat itself. Of course, there were players also who did sign new contracts like Araujo, Gavi. Even though for Gavi, finally he have been officially registered as the court overturned their verdict last week. And of course, players like Inaki Pena, Marcos Alonso, all of them have signed new contracts. But now that the last season is already over by June 30, their all contracts are expired. So now like this, Araujo, Alonso, Inaki Pena are not registered currently in La Liga, which means that Barca need to register those new contracts, before everything will be fine. And so far, Barca haven't done that. So Laporta is already making a big promise that they have to do that. They will do that before the pre-season kicks off. And from what we are getting, pre-season will start by July 10. We're talking about barely 5 days to go. So we need to see the kind of magic that Barca want to perform to register all those players before July 10. But if they do that, then it'll be good because we need those players to be registered. Because there was a report last week claiming that just 13 players have been registered. Just 13. I think it's quite small. Just 13. And we know that a squad contains about 26 or 27 players in the league. So a lot of work still needs to be done. Up to now, Barca are still facing difficulties because now we cannot sign players that we really needed as our top choices, right? Because of financial reasons, the financial constraints are dealing with Barca. So let's see how things go. Even the Ilkay Gundogan and the Inigo Martinez that was officially announced today, they haven't been registered yet. They haven't been registered yet because players haven't been sold as Barca did plan. Things are not going the way they did expect it to go. But hopefully things will go as planned, as there is still some time for the transfer window to come to a close. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Despite their awkward standing in Major League Soccer, Inter Miami have been surely punching above its weight when it comes to the transfer market. The MLS outfit completed by far the biggest acquisition in North America footballing history by roping in Leo Messi earlier this summer. That was followed by the signing of Sergio Busquets, who joins the club on a free transfer. Several reports have linked Inter Miami with a move for another ex-Barca great. Jordi Alba, the veteran fullback, has become a free agent this summer after he decided to mutually terminate his contract at Camp Nou. Inter Miami, though, have more ideas. It appears the MLS Giants, partly and quite ironically owned by former Real Madrid superstar David Beckham, now want to sign another revered Barca icon, according to RAC1. The player in question is none other than Andreas Iniesta. RAC1 reports that the veteran has received an offer from Inter Miami, effectively giving him an opportunity to reunite with Messi and Busquets, a prospect that was quite unthinkable of many not more than a few years ago. Iniesta ended his 5-year-long association with Vissel Kobe recently at the age of 39, but he has shown no signs of stopping. His situation has not gone unnoticed either, with Inter Miami ready to snap him up this summer. Apart from the MLS outfit, Iniesta has received offers from Saudi Arabia as well, as much as more lucrative, more presumably. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.